What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Guys, be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and also hit the notifications bell right there next to it so you don't miss anything. I've got 2 more videos after this one from the Africa series, and then I've got a really sweet hog hunt back here in Texas that's coming up after this one, or after those last 2. But this one, before we get completely into it, I want to go ahead and preface this video with this. I said it in the other video, in the other baboon video. These things, first of all, the baboons are just like our feral hogs here in Texas. They destroy everything, all kinds of things. And really, honestly, that should be all that I have to say. And then I should be able to show you guys all the rest of the clips, but it needs some further explaining because there's a lot of people that don't know and are uneducated. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because there's lots of things that I'm uneducated on, but the baboons, they're a problem. They really are. They're very destructive, mean, they can be very aggressive, they can be dangerous to people, and so for that very reason, they're hunted. They come up to the lodges, they'll rip the tiles off of the roof of the lodge, they contaminate the water. They're just 100% just a nuisance, and I'm not going to elaborate on it too much more. You guys get the point. And so if you clicked on this video and you're thinking about leaving a mean comment, just go ahead and reach up there and click that back button, and then go find the Hillary Clinton channel. I hear they play patty cake over there. That may suit you better. But as far as baboon hunting goes, this is what we're all going to watch here. And if you don't like it, again, just exit out. Because there's no reason to go down and drop a hateful comment, because there was a lot of people that left comments that were super hateful, and there was also a lot of people that left comments that were like, oh my goodness, we didn't know that you could hunt baboons. And so it was cool to share my experience with people who didn't necessarily know about baboon hunting, but then there was that handful that was ridiculous. there was absolutely no reason for it. So moving forward, this is day 3, I think. Day 2, day 3, day 4 maybe. We all hop in the hide, me, Dempsey, my mom and dad. And the whole time, Dempsey, he keeps looking over at me, he's like, hey, I hear baboons. And I'm like, well, alright, I don't know personally, I didn't know what a baboon sounded like, so I just tried to listen for him. Then I started to hear something, I was like, maybe that's a baboon, maybe it's not. I'm just watching the animals out in front of me and having a good time. Well, it's another 5-10 minutes goes by, Dempsey's like, I hear them again, they're getting closer. So I'm like, okay. A little time passes by. I think I shot an impala or something. I shot an animal or whatever. So we're looking at the footage. A little more time goes by, or actually no, it was when I was looking right at the footage. I look up and I'm like, baboon, baboon. And I couldn't believe it. I was completely shocked.
Way in the back. Yeah, he's kind of walking towards us now. Yeah. Wait for him to stop. He's turning broadside almost. He's going to the left. He's waiting. It's that one now. It's just to the left of the tree. Yeah, he's walking. Yeah, that single tree. Wait for him to stop and take him. As soon as he clears.
He's right there.
Did he go down?
Yeah, he went down. Yeah,
it's a monster.
He's huge.
Oh my gosh. They would never have come to the water with us here. They would have seen us. those fans.
There was a couple that were in there that I couldn't really see.
Oh, dude, he's massive.
You were like, there he is right there, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's the one. He's massive.
No, you shot the right one.
So you need to just drop that. Yeah.
That's the first baboon we've shot here in like 3 years. Wow. Good. You got some good luck today, man. I let him ball it. It's high, but I think we're okay. But we will give it some time. But we'll go get that baboon and bring him in here. Obviously, we just fired a shot, so we're gonna have to give everything time to settle. But yes, that thing's a monster. Jeez, he's a monster. He just went down behind his brush pile there.
I watched him roll up. That was awesome.
So, will the other baboons try to attack us if we go back there?
No, we've fired a shot. I think they'll be pretty intimidated. I can't believe you got your big male baboon. That's fantastic. That's awesome.
That was so cool.
I told you I could hear them out here coming. And you were like, there's a big male baboon out there. I was like, sit. I promise you, it's the only way to get these things. I mean, like, you cannot move, show yourself nothing. When you stuck that gun out there, we should have been busted straight away. But I think you shot the alpha. I mean, that's why they haven't left yet. But you know, baboons are like, they're crazy animals. Like, I guarantee you there was another one just sitting in the wings, and as soon as this one's gone now, really fighting for the spot probably. Yeah, I think there was probably another 4 in the wings. I can guarantee you, like, as soon as the big boy's gone down, now the next one's coming in. I mean, we once shot a baboon, and they just had a fight in front of the hide. And we shot this baboon, and he had like 6 or 7 4-inch cuts, like into the muscle on him from the fight. Yeah. Looked like we just nicked him with the broadheads.
So that was an insane series of events right there. We had a kudu bull come in. Couldn't quite get a shot at him before he walked off. And Paul... Now the baboons are squawking at us. We watched all these baboons come in, and I didn't get it on video because what's crazy is we shouldn't have made that shot because these things have such good eyesight and they see so well that it's extremely difficult to shoot one. And so I ended up shooting that one with a rifle, and it was the big alpha male of the group. So I saw him pile up right over here. I shot him with a 375 H&H, and he's like right here, but we're waiting for the rest of them to kind of move on and do their thing. But I can't wait to get over here and take a look at him.
He's a monster.
Yeah, he is. Golly. Do they stink?
They've got a smell.
I guess. Wow.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
That's a huge baboon.
Wow.
Check out this.
Oh, wow. Look at those teeth. How cool is that?
That's a serious baboon. That is
Wow.
awesome.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Wow.
He's a bit of an older baboon, so we call this a dog baboon because he gets this very like kind of broad face and snout, like a dog almost. Okay. But he's older. You can see so he's still got some really good length, and these are incredibly sharp. But you can see that angle there. He's worked all that off.
Oh, okay.
So he's probably the alpha male on his way out.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, still I wouldn't want to get bitten by that.
No way.
They've actually, when they're in their prime, they've got longer canines than a leopard.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty incredible. But he's a good sized male. Let's try and get him out here. Oh yeah. Good shot, man.
Thank you.
Right on the shoulder, exactly where you meant to.
Exit.
Beautiful.
How
cool. Torn up ear here. Oh, he's awesome. He's very cool. How cool is that? Now check at these hands, eh?
Look at the fingernails.
Oh, and fingerprints.
Yeah, fingerprints and everything.
Crazy, eh?
That's
So this is
wild.
what makes them so dangerous, is they've got a thumb.
Yeah.
So they can grab you, which is what
Can
makes
I get
them.
a picture of that hand?
Of course.
And then the top of it? Oh, that's kind of incredible.
It is, yeah. So you want to see his true size, you pick him up like this, and you can really see how long he is. Long old thing, eh?
Yeah. This is super cool. I've always wanted a baboon. This was like one of those animals that was at the top of my list. And I don't think I've mentioned it in a video yet, but yesterday morning we went out and I actually shot and missed one. So I got to make up for it today, this morning, and I couldn't be more excited. This is such an awesome baboon. You can probably still hear him barking back over in there, throwing a fit. But if you guys want to come to South Africa and hunt, you have to come with Bailey Sippel Safaris. All the information will be linked down in the description below, and you can go and you can look at their Instagram and their Facebook and give them a follow there. We're going to be here for another, 7 days, I think. So there'll be all kinds of animals hitting the ground between now and then. But let's get this guy out of here and back to the hide, and let's do some more hunting. So what was really funny, like, Dempsey hands me the gun. He's like, shoot as quick as you can, kill the biggest one in the group, and I pull out, bang, and shoot. And from my knowledge, I had never shot a 375 H&H up until this point. And I'm like, I shoot. We watch the baboon run like 40, 50 yards and pile up, and then we put the gun down. We're doing our celebrating and stuff, and Dempsey looks at me. He's like, "Hey, that was a 375," and I'm like, I didn't know it was a 375. So we had a super awesome time right there in that first, probably hour of being in the hide. We jump out, we go grab my baboon, we take a bunch of pictures, take a bunch of really cool pictures, and we get back in the hide, and I think my dad was talking to Dempsey. He's like, hey, how long does it normally take for animals to come in after a gunshot? Well, Dempsey looks out the side of the window and he's like, that long? I mean, we had just gotten back in the hide. We look out, he's like, that long? And there's another male baboon that had walked up to us, jumped up in the tree, and is just looking at us, face on, just like this, holding on to the trees.
I was probably looking for bugs or anything like that. See him sitting in that dead tree. He's sitting up in the tree there. Okay, you can shoot him in the chest. The safety's off. You got him? I got him, I think. Yeah, you got him.
You got it.
Got him. Good shot.
Well done, man. You cheeky buggers. Awesome bloody result.
Good job.
Man, that was fast.
How was it? 375? Fine.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That was a good satisfying fall on the tree. Did you get that, man?
I zoomed it out.
But you sort of were on there.
Yeah.
Cool.
I knew I hit him. I could see the way he flinched when I hit him. I knew I hit
Oh
him.
no, you smoked him out.
Was he in a tree?
Mm-hmm.
So you shot a baboon out of a tree?
Mm-hmm.
I just saw this big male coming up and I'm pretty sure that was him in the tree, but I didn't really have too much time to look, but he looked big, so let's go have a look.
It's a lot of action.
Yeah.
huge. Yes, that's huge. My goodness. My goodness. Are you ready for this?
Oh yeah.
Okay, don't get a fright here. But look at this.
Oh man, wow. Check that.
Check where he was holding some food in his cheek here.
Yeah.
See there.
That's too
Look
cool.
at the size of that thing.
Those are awesome.
Man, that's incredible.
Man, what a bloody... See, this is before they start wearing down. This is in their prime, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Beauty.
Man, you blew him apart.
Yeah, I hit him.
But it was
Did I hit him in the chest?
Oh wow.
Yeah, you hit him in the chest, man. Well, it is a 375 versus a baboon.
Yeah, it doesn't work out
We're
too
normally
well.
going to win that battle. Check here.
Look at all the blood up there in the tree.
Yeah.
Check here, Peyton.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Golly.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
That piece is a lung in the sitting there.
Yeah.
What else is that sitting there?
It's he relieved himself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Wow, we have to do a bloody father-son baboon photo.
Yeah.
Really. Oh, 100%. That's incredible. That was.
cool.
I can't believe that just happened, guys.
It's too cool.
You know, let's quickly take him to the tree there, and I'll just get a bottle of water. I just want to wash his face, and then we'll get the two baboons set up facing each other, and we'll get the two of you in there and get some pickies and whatnot.
Okay.
Should be lekker.
That'd be awesome. His baboon is bigger than mine. We got super lucky, to say the least. Right after we dropped my baboon off at the hide and got back in, this guy comes back out and Dad shoots him. So that was super cool. You said that was your first time to ever have that happen, right? To double up on him?
Well, after you've just fired a 375 shot, to have a second one coming straight after was the first, yeah.
That's pretty sweet. So your teeth are way bigger than
Yeah,
mine are. He's kind of a little bit of a younger one. He's in his prime. This guy's super old, and so his teeth are very degraded, but that's very awesome. But here in just a minute, I think I hear the truck rolling up. Yep, Big John's here, so we're going to go look for the Impala now, but this was a super incredible experience for sure.
Absolutely. What a blast.
Congrats, guys.
So, with my shot, obviously I mentioned I couldn't get it on video because you just can't move. I mean, I got lucky, as I mentioned. I got super lucky that I was even able to get the gun out the window to get a shot off. So, couldn't get the camera out the other window. We didn't want to ruin a shot opportunity. But in this direction that this baboon had come out in, I was actually able to get right behind my dad and kind of zoom in. I didn't have my big lens on. I had this little lens on, which was super unfortunate. But like I said, we had just gotten in the hide, and when we were getting out, I would change to my little lens and film my interviews and stuff. And then when we would get back in the hide, I'd put my big lens on there for filming my kill shots. But I just zoomed in as far as I could with the actual camera, and I flinched on the shot too. So I know, I'm sorry. But tried to capture this one as best as I could, even though it's like dang near impossible to capture baboons, because for whatever reason, like in this particular area, and I think it goes for most baboon hunting, like I know that they have extremely good eyesight, but if they see you, I mean, they start barking, they start making all kinds of noises, and then they leave. And that's it. They take all the other animals with them. So I did my best to film this one, and I wanted to go ahead and put a video together of it anyway, just so you guys could see like every single animal that we harvested on this trip. But Dad's baboon was super special, obviously because we got to shoot some baboons, which was rare in itself. I think Dempsey said sitting in that hide, he hadn't seen baboons come in right there at that spot in 3 years or something. So to kill one is extremely lucky, but to kill two and to do it with your dad is very special as well. And so I thoroughly enjoyed this hunt, and even though the footage wasn't the greatest, I wanted to go ahead and share it anyway. Head towards closing this video. I hope that this helps you guys out. I hope that it was something that maybe you've learned, and that you kind of gained a better understanding about baboons in South Africa and what they do, and how they're basically like our feral hogs of Texas. They're destructive, and they contaminate water, and again, they're dangerous. So I wanted to reiterate that one more time before I close this video out. But guys, like I said, two more videos. I'm super sad that this whole Africa series is coming to an end. I really am. I've had such a great time laughing and like filming interviews and going through and seeing all this footage over again, even though it's like post-Africa by a month now. I've had such a great time just going back and watching all the footage, and it's super cool. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the whole thing, and before you know it, you'll be seeing a hog hunt, which will be actually next week. So the Africa series is going to come to an end, and it's going to be pigs like you wouldn't believe, because deer season's still not here yet. I want some dove hunting too, but everybody loves the hog hunt, so I'm excited to get to share those. With all that being said, I'm going to close this now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out of here. It's past bedtime. I got to finish editing this video so you guys have something to watch tomorrow, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.